Hello and welcome back to my channel, your sanctuary for all things home, health, and style. Today I am beyond excited to take you on this journey with me as we give my office a much needed makeover. As a professional home organizer, I wholeheartedly believe in the power of transforming spaces to enhance productivity and creativity. And what better place to start than with my own workspace? Over the past 2 years of living in this house, this room, which is now currently my office, has been through a lot of different changes. When we first moved into this house, we were super excited to have a designated guest room for all of our friends and family to come visit us, but the only problem was that nobody really did. Eventually, I decided to turn this room into my own office so that Sean-Luc and I didn't have to share. My health was really at an all-time low, and I had no energy whatsoever to make this space truly inviting and welcoming, in a space where I felt excited to be productive. I'm super excited to transform this space with you today. Let's get started. I'm a very visual person, especially when it comes to putting holes in the wall. I always make sure to have some painter's tape on hand so I can map out my ideas and make sure I like them. There, because I want to make sure.
You're not gonna hit it, Mila.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Why do you keep laughing at me every time?
You're not gonna run into.
And then is this enough space? Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Okay, here's my predicament, right? This is where the studs are. And then this is the middle of the wall. So if I want my brackets to be centered with the wall, then I really can only use this stud, and then I have to drill, do these drywall screws. It's going to be 3 feet out. So I could go here and there. And here. Now that I'm confident on where my shelves are going to hang on the wall, it's time to prep them. Starting by removing any staples, sanding off any stamps or splinters, and finally wiping off any dust before bringing them inside and putting them up. I've been buying these same 75-pound drywall anchors from Home Depot for as long as I've been doing DIY projects. They're so easy to use and they have never failed me. You just drill a simple pilot hole, hand screw in the plastic screw, and then I like to secure only the bottommost screw at first, so I'm able to move my bracket around to make sure it's level before installing the additional screws. Next, I want to share with you how I like to style my shelves. By mixing textures, heights, and colors, we can create visual interest and balance on the shelves. Don't be afraid to experiment and let your creativity shine. And remember, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff to display. I'll be styling these shelves with items I found around my home. Incorporating personal touches and meaningful decor pieces adds warmth and personality to any space. One of my goals for 2024, in addition to this YouTube channel, is learning how to sew. It's mid-February and I'm just now unboxing my sewing machine, but better late than never, right? This area over here is my backdrop for Zoom calls, so I want to keep it nice and clear. When I'm not using my sewing machine, I'm going to store it over here on my beautiful new shelves. Now let's add a touch of greenery to our backdrop with these beautiful planters. Bringing natures indoors not only enhances the aesthetic of a space, but also promotes a sense of tranquility and well-being. I just love how these planters instantly breathe life into this space and create a refreshing backdrop for my videos. There's something so magical about surrounding yourself with plants. They inspire creativity, add a sense of vitality to any room, and they also help to clean the air. My drywall did have a little scuff on it, but luckily I have this amazing drywall repair product. I discovered this when I was moving out of my very first apartment and patching the various holes in the walls that I created, and I've been using it ever since. Now let's bring in some softness and texture with curtains above the window. They'll not only add a decorative touch, but also help control light and provide privacy. Whenever I'm installing curtains, I always like to do them about 3 inches below the roof line. Hanging your curtains up higher creates the illusion of a taller room and just makes your space feel much larger than it truly is. Just make sure your curtains are long enough to touch the floor, or else it might look a little silly. I also like to leave a little bit of the curtain on the other side of the mount if possible, that way it locks it in. Luckily, my desk drawers are in pretty good shape as far as organization goes, but if they weren't, this would definitely be time to tackle the clutter. A clutter-free workspace is essential for staying focused and productive. Remember, only keep the items you truly need and love. Let's create a space that inspires creativity and clarity of mind. With a few simple organizers, we can maximize space and keep everything neatly in place. Now let's create a dedicated space for crafts and hobbies. I'm setting up this secondary desk specifically for activities like sewing, crafting, DIY projects, and any friends who might want to come over, hang out, and get some work done together. And while it's definitely a luxury and not a necessity whatsoever, having a separate workspace for creative endeavors allows me to immerse myself fully in my projects when I'm at my crafting desk and focus solely on work when I'm at my work desk. As I take care of all the last-minute final touches of this space, I'd like to take a moment to specifically thank my new subscribers from last week. Sherry, Caitlin, 2 Jennifer A's, Lisa, Deb, Zek, Denise, Axe Victim 69, Kathleen, Cherry, Cynthia, and Judy. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so glad to have you along. I truly mean it when I say this is more than just a channel. It's a personal connection, and I'm so glad to have you all here with me. If you're a new subscriber and you didn't get a shout out, it's because you don't have a public YouTube channel. Go ahead and let me know that you're a new subscriber in the comments, and I will definitely thank you in my next video. I hope this video has inspired you to create your own sanctuary. Whether it's a place for you to work, study, cozy up with a good book, or do some crafting like I plan to, taking time to create a special zone can help us make those mundane moments in life so much more special and comforting. If you're on the fence, subscribe, and let's embrace the art of slow living together, creating a wholesome life that's meaningful, beautiful, and attainable. I'm Timber, and together, let's make every moment at home extraordinary.